Yeah, come on in real quick. Come on in. Notification. If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Coach Michael. And on this channel, I help you live with intention and with purpose. So if you're interested in either one of those things, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, select all, so you do not miss a thing. So, yeah, let me know where you're viewing from. Come on in. Y'all come on in. Good to see y'all. Come on. Come on, I'm excited. Got a topic in mind. Y'all come on in. It's so good to see y'all. Come on in. Let me know where you're viewing from. Don't make yourself a stranger. Um, Hey, Toronto, Canada is in the house. Good to see you, Miss Valencia. Skitty, don't mind me if I chop your name up because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to say it how I see it. So, Skitty, I'm not sure. Hey, how's it going, Allison? Good to see you in. Allison Crockett, good to see you in the building. Give everybody a little time to come on in. I might run some errands right now, y'all. So, yeah, I do that sometime. I do that sometime. But y'all, I've been wanting to get on more in the daytime to do these lives because I know that there are a lot of you out there right now who are desiring. Hey, what's going on, Coach? Good to see you in here as well. But I know that there are a lot of you out right now, and some of you may be on lunch right now. Some of y'all may be in different spots. So I'm just glad you tuned in. I'm gonna go ahead and get right to the topic. So the question at hand for y'all today is: are you where you desire to be right now in life? You know, I just did something last night that I haven't did in about 2 years, and that was take a break from social media. I decided to push away from my Instagram. I decided to push away from some other social media sources that I use. I just really decided to just kind of take this time to really focus more on my YouTube audience, focus on you all, focus on my coaching, and focus on just personal development so that I can begin to work on myself a lot because there's things that I need for me. And so the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I want you to honestly think about where you are right now in life, and when was the last time you had a break. To my mothers, when was the last time you had a break? I mean, not just a break where you go and that's fine too. If you want to go and take a vacation and go somewhere or whatever. But when was the last time you really had a break where you were able to process your life and where you're desiring to go? And if there's men watching, fathers, when was the last time you were able to have time away from the fellas and have some time for yourself that you can begin to kind of sit down and assess where you are? A lot of times we get in the routine, and y'all have probably heard me talk about this before, but it's not the same exact message coming from a different spot this time. But a lot of times what we do is we get in such a routine that we do the same things on a day-to-day basis. So you get up, you go to your job, you come home, you tend to the kids if you have any kids, or whatever it may be. So I'm just kind of putting this in perspective. Y'all don't take me verbatim now because everybody has a different schedule, but you see what I'm saying? Everybody has a schedule that they're on every single day, and that schedule can sometimes make you feel robotic. And I don't know about y'all, the worst thing that you can do as a person, I'm saying this from experience, is feel like that you are a robot, like you on somebody's assembly line, and literally you got some batteries in you, and every so often they change the double A batteries out of you and they put some more in you. That's what it 9 times out of 10 feels like sometimes. And I know when I get the feeling like that, and I start feeling like a robot where I'm just kind of doing things in the same pattern, because I really don't like routine like that. I don't like to do the same thing over and over every single day. It aggravates me and it makes me tired. And sometimes you have no choice because you're trying to get to somewhere. So I want to pose this question to you right now is, are you where you desire to be? And if you're not, what are the progressive steps that you are taking to get to that desired place you're trying to get to? I remember when I used to work at this job specifically a few years ago, and it dawned on me before I became a life coach that I need to start doing something different. You see, just as well as that job was using me, I began to learn how to use them. So y'all using me for time. Y'all allowing me to trade time for money. So check this out. On my lunch break, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit in my vehicle and I'm gonna go ahead and start to research how to go ahead and start that LLC, how to start writing my first book, how to do this, how to do that. You see what I'm saying? So I begin to kind of take myself out of just the regular routine of getting with coworkers. We're going to sit down, we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about that. And some people, that's all they do. They talk about gossip all the time. They got something to say about this person, that person, and I consider them time wasters. So if you're in that space where you are working a 9 to 5, kind of do things a little different where you're allowing time to begin to work for you. You see what I'm saying? And you begin to see that it's so much more outside of what you thought you knew. And sometimes you may have to push away from social media. If you're on social media, you may have to push away from it a little bit. Anything, and it doesn't necessarily be just social media, but anything that occupies your time the most is what you need to begin to separate yourself from. So if it's people that are always calling you and they want to waste up your time and just talk about stuff, now it's okay if people want to vent because sometimes you're the only outlet that they have. But when it begins to be repetitious, every single day they're calling you with the same thing. They're calling you with the same thing. They call you talking about this and they talking about that. And you like, Lord, why did I even pick up the phone? If that's you, then it's time to make some changes. It's time to make some serious changes. And I'm not saying that to be, hard on anybody or anything like that, but I'm telling you what I did because I realized that if I didn't make the necessary decisions to push away from certain stuff, I wouldn't be where I am right now, y'all. I would not be where I am right now. And I'm still not exactly where I desire to be, but I'm a lot further than where I started. And many of you right now who are watching this, you're not where you used to be. But there's so much further that you can go. There's places that you haven't even tapped into. You haven't really tapped into your potential yet until you start making the necessary decisions, some unfavorable decisions, some unpopular decisions, but the decisions that you need to make. I vowed to myself 2 years ago, I'm gonna be all I can be. I don't care who don't like it. It may be times where I don't go to family functions. It may be times where I don't do this and I don't do that. And it's not because I think I'm more, but if I already know this or that and I'm not feeling it, I may go and show my face. Yeah, I show my face, but as far as anything else goes, I may have something else I need to do. So I may tend to go and do that. And sometimes I may not even do that. I may, spend the whole time there. But you get what I'm saying? You have to be the judge of what and what ain't. What's worth your time and what's not worth your time. So I really wanted to pose that. Yeah, I'm gonna answer questions at the end. Miss Roshane Tucker, hold that question for me. I'm gonna answer a few questions at the end. And I encourage y'all, don't be in a place of trying to figure out everything on your own. That's the worst place you can be, is trying to figure out everything on your own. I'm about to get ready to start a group coaching. And y'all first to hear, I'm about to get ready to start a group coaching program, and it's gonna be well worth it. You and other individuals from all over the world connecting a few times out of the week through the whole entire month to help you move forward. So if you're a person that you're trying to move forward and you feel that you've been in the same place for years at a time, you might need to go ahead and be a part of this group coaching program that I'm about to get ready to start, because I'm telling you, you want to hop on it as soon as possible because we're going to be working. And after you see yourself after a few months, I'm guaranteeing you, I'm guaranteeing you that your life is going to change for the better. Don't try to figure things out on your own. I did that, and I never had the opportunity to reach out. And when I did have opportunity to reach out to people, I try to act like I was good. No, I got it. I don't need no help. I'm good. I don't need no help. All the while, I knew I needed some help. I needed somebody to help guide me and to help coach. It's nothing wrong with having a mentor, y'all. Now, I'm not talking about connect with somebody that's gonna make you feel like you like this now, but you want to connect with somebody who can, be able to see in you what you can't see in yourself. That's what a mentor does. A mentor is able to see in you what you cannot see in yourself. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Yeah, a mentor is able to see in you what you can't see in yourself. So you want to make sure that you connect with somebody who will be able to give you what you need. So I'm going to take a few questions. I don't know what this is. It's some type of filter. I don't know what it is. But go ahead and put your questions at the bottom. Go ahead and put Q in front of your questions. Thank you, Coach, for making that announcement. Go ahead and put Q in front of your questions at the bottom because I want to go ahead and start answering some of your questions. I know, Miss Roshane, I know you said you had a question. Now, this is your opportunity to get these questions answered now. I'm going to be on here like 10, 15 more minutes, so I'm going to answer as many questions as possible for you all. All right, let me see. Yeah, whenever she decides to put her question at the bottom, you go ahead and put your question at the bottom, and I'll go ahead and answer it for you. And if anybody else wants to put a question at the bottom, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to serve. That's what the channel is all about. I'm gonna start coming on more frequently, y'all. We may start going back to our Sunday sessions because Sundays were the days where everybody would get on and we would just talk, for about an hour or so or under an hour or wherever it leads to, and just kind of hash some things out or whatnot. And also, Coach, make sure you put down there in the link below my mentor.life, my mentor. If you need to find a coach, hey, how's it going? Ashley, good to see you. Good to see you on here as well. Good to see you. Also, if you need to book a session, don't be afraid to hop on my mentor. This is what I do now, and I'm qualified to do it. But I want to answer any questions right now. If you have anything you feel right now is a hindrance to you in life, you want to get that situated. Okay, we got a question. Thank you, Ashley, for your question. Let me see what this is. How long have you thought about your desire to coach or mentor? To be honest with you, Ashley, I got to make a video, and I'm glad you said that because I got to make a video. These filters. I forgot what it was on. Anyway, it's funny that you said that because I need to make a video. The video is well overdue for me to talk about my journey to becoming a coach and why I became a coach. There was a lot of self-awareness that had to take place before I could actually answer the call of being a coach, because it's not just something that you do. It's something that you are gifted at, and it's something that you're called to. And so I had to go through a lot of weaving unnecessary things out of my life that were there. I had a lot of hurt and pain that I thought was gone. Now I thought a lot of the stuff was gone, and a lot of it was gone. I had got over a lot of it. I had went to counseling and so many other things, but I didn't know that some of the residue, y'all. I didn't know some of that residue was still there. And you'll know how residue is still there because if something triggers something and you go off on it without asking the question, that's a pinpoint. That's a trigger right there to let you know that you ain't over there yet. And it's something there that you need to get healing, from. So I would just say I knew it years ago. It all made sense now. But the journey has been just one where all the puzzle pieces just start coming together. I'm gonna make a video on it though, pretty soon though. So I hope that answered your question. I tried to answer it the best way I could with that one. But life coaching is a calling, and I'm gonna tell you, you gotta be willing to put yourself aside. Yeah, my mentor is my mentor.life/Michael Michael Benefield. Yeah, /Michael Benefield. All right. Yeah, I will be making a video. So a lot of people have been asking me to make various videos about just my journey here and why I became. And I thought about making that video today, but I have not. I usually edit and shoot and record all my videos myself, but I just haven't been really in that mood to really to do that. And I may come on a little bit later on, y'all. It's getting kind of dark behind me. Y'all see it's about to start raising. It's about to start raining. I mean, I said raising. It's about to start raining. Any more questions, y'all? Go ahead and put your questions in the comments below. Don't feel ashamed. We are a community here, and I want you to understand we are a community here on this channel. We are all individuals striving to be the best we can in life. We're all trying to overcome obstacles. We're all trying to be a better version of ourselves. So just understand that first and foremost before you contemplate about putting the question. Because I know some of y'all will be looking at the video and be like, I don't know, should I put my question? But you just don't know. You putting the question up there on the screen might help somebody else out. You have no idea. You see people every day that are going through the same thing that you're going through, but what? You don't think that they're going through something. Why? Because the vehicle that they possibly drive, which don't mean nothing, because a lot of people drive expensive vehicles and they are going through hell in their lives. They might have on designer clothes. That don't mean nothing. A lot of people are dressed up messes. I know y'all heard that before. So don't feel intimidated by being yourself and being open and being vulnerable. Like, you want to be vulnerable to the right people, because some people will try to use your vulnerability for their advantage. But in this case, we are a community. It's no need to even feel intimidated, or feel like that you have something to hide and so forth. And I know some things are private, so you can book a session for that, or DM me on Instagram. Either one, it don't really matter. I'm here to serve. So I say, do we have any more questions, y'all? Do we have any more questions? I'm so glad y'all got on. Make sure if your bell is not on, because for some reason my videos and my notifications have not been going out like they need to. So when you go back to my channel, make sure that you hit that bell, and when you see that bell, make sure that you select all. You may have to scroll up because sometimes it's hiding at the bottom, but make sure you select all, so you will be able to see where all is on there. And you know what? I'm glad she asked me this. I may come on later and do a live and just talk about my journey to become the life coach and some of the obstacles that I've had to face. Because I'm telling you, it's not for the faint at heart. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not for the faint at heart, because it's a lot of times where I have to deal with my own stuff and still help people through their stuff. I'm not one of these people that, you know. I'm not gonna be on social media or have a platform and act like that I don't have trials and tribulations, because we're all promised trials and tribulations. It's how we go through them that matters. It's not about what you go through, it's how you go through it. Understand it. That's a nugget right there. It's not what you go through, it's how you go through it. All right. It's YouTube that's acting up. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of time YouTube, it does its own thing, so I'll be having to go live and so forth. But we're gonna get into some relationships. For those of you that are in relationships, we're gonna get into some marriage stuff. We're gonna get into some real personal stuff, that some topics that need to be touched on, especially to my women. My channel is 70 something percent women, and there are a few men on here. I make videos for the men too. But to the women out there, y'all really gotta watch who y'all get in relationships with nowadays, and learn to love yourself first. Learn to love you first, and learn to value who you are, who God has created you to be, before you go and look for somebody else to complete you. And that's not a condescending comment. That's not a, it's not anything to say, be harsh or whatnot. But you just have to understand your worth and love yourself before you can expect somebody else to. And that'll save you a lot of tears, a lot of heartache, and a lot of pain. All right, y'all. I've been on here. I'm trying to see if y'all got some more questions now before I get ready to get on. And I'm not gonna leave this up for a replay, because I wasn't even planning on even getting on. I just want to get on and drop that message. So whoever got the message, that's how I'm gonna have to start doing it. If you get on, you catch the message, you get it. But I'm gonna have to go ahead and I'm probably gonna take this one down. I'm not sure yet. But I'll get back on later on today if I come from the gym, y'all. Got some great news coming up. Y'all keep sticking with me. I appreciate y'all's support. It means a lot to me. I'm grateful for each and every one of y'all that tuned in. Make sure you got your bell set, and I will see y'all a little bit later on. I'm gonna come back on, so we'll talk later on. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.